Okay, welcome back, everybody. It's Thorn with the Game Design Lexicon. We are playing Neuromancer for the Commodore 64, a wonderful point-and-click adventure game based on the William Gibson novel of the same name. Shit, what the hell were we doing? Okay, so we need to go... Why the hell's that not working? Oh, joystick turned off. Duh! Let's see, so we need to trot over this way. My dude's haircut. Why do I look like a space-age Elvis? Is it just me? Or should I be walking around going, oh, ain't that a shame? Your tears fell like rain. Ain't that a shame? You made me cry. Now I say goodbye. Dude, Cheap Trick did the best version of that song. I swear to God, dude. Power pop from the mid-70s. Some of the best stuff in the world, dude. Let's see. What, 3? Okay, 3 it is. So we need to keep going. What is that, pool? Oh, no, that doesn't say pool. That says... How can you tell what the hell that says? I think it says Pong. P-O-N-G, the Church of Pong, right? The one true video game. It's a shame because we had fond memories in my life of my brother dancing to Elvis songs when we grew up and found out he was a racist. Oh, Elvis? Well, yeah, I mean, come on. The dude was born in, like, fucking Tupelo, Mississippi. I mean, it's like the smallest fucking town in the world. There's like, it would be, like, impossible to be born in a time and place like that and not have racial prejudice. I mean, it's rough. And yeah, I mean, not to mention on top of that, I mean, Elvis did consistently steal from the black community. I mean, he was the living embodiment of cultural appropriation, so. But then he died on the toilet, so. I'm not a huge fan of Elvis. I gotta admit, I don't really think his music was anything special. I don't really even think he was anything special. I think the only thing that he did that had any cultural significance whatsoever is he basically brought black music to white people. So he was the Eminem of fucking rock and roll, which is a really bad analogy because Eminem has talent. Elvis really didn't. He could barely play guitar. He never wrote music, period. So there was never a single Elvis song that he wrote. He couldn't dance, despite him being known for the whole hip shaking thing. And he could sing. That was it. He could sing. He had a decent voice. So he was literally like the first fucking boy band ever. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Elvis. I like the whole rockabilly movement that was spawned from him, but that was about it, you know? Otherwise, I think Elvis is about as useless hits on a fucking boar hog. Move along, citizen. Okay. Moving along. So what is all this? These graphics, dude. Security area. You've reached a maximum security gate which blocks your entry to the high-tech area of Chiba City. The security computer scans you. Kudasai, which company are you employed? Oh, shit. Sorry about that. I had a coughing attack there for a sec. Okay, by which company are you employed, is what he said. So let's, I did put my employment over there in, like, Osaka. No, not, I work for, it was Osaka, right? Osaka. Done and done. Domo arigato. You are cleared for entry. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Domo domo. Domo domo. Okay, so here we are in the high-tech portion of town. Continue east, north, and then east. So we're going into Osaka, because we now work there, I guess. Yeah, I remember one of my favorite comedians once said that you're either an Elvis man or a Beatles man. And I mean, when he said that, I felt kind of insulted at the fact, first off, okay, record straight, I fucking hate the Beatles, dude. I cannot stand the Beatles. I like Ringo Starr. I think Ringo Starr is a stand-up fucking human being. He's not the greatest musician in the world. He's good. He's good. And his solo stuff was really awesome. So I like Ringo Starr, and I love Paul McCartney. I love all of Paul McCartney's solo stuff. But I fucking hate the Beatles, right? Having said that, I will admit the Beatles are probably one of the most talented bands to have come out of that era. And it was almost inevitable that they broke up because of how much talent was contained and the fact that they'd want to go into separate directions eventually, right? So the idea that says you're either an Elvis man or a Beatles man, to me, puts those two in the same category, and I'm sorry, they were nowhere close. Elvis was literally manufactured by the fucking man. He was just a bullshit product to begin with. No talent. Piece of poop. Anyway. What was I doing? As you pass through the doorway, the accounting computer recognizes you as an employee and generates your weekly paycheck, depositing the amount directly into your credit chip. Ooh, I now have $18,000. Awesome. I love stealing money. And I'm actually kind of insulted that somebody would say that either you're an Elvis man or a Beatles man and completely overlook both the Rolling Stones and the Who. Which I know they're both kind of British mania people, you know, so they're kind of on the same playing level as the Beatles, right? But I'm sorry, man, the Who and the Rolling Stones were in a completely different league than the Beatles. Like, saying that they were, like, in the same category is just kind of bull poop. You're either an In-N-Out guy or a Big Mac guy. Yeah. You know, and I think that's what, he was kind of getting it, you know, because he was, the guy who said that was more of an Elvis man. So, you know, he was saying that he kind of liked the low-class stuff, right? And I guess that was kind of the joke. The joke is that he was a low-class person, you know, he liked the low-class rock and roll. But yeah, and, you know, not considering the Who, which, if you ask me, was a vastly fucking superior band to the Beatles, or the Rolling Stones, whose early stuff was vastly superior to the Beatles, if you ask me. Yeah, dude, leaving out those two, not fair. Not fair at all. Okay, so I guess now that we got money, we need to go back to our hotel, because we're going to go sit in our hotel room, and we are gonna hack some shit. Going away, dude. Going away. You don't have to open the gate again. Playing as a psychiatrist. You know, it's really weird that William Gibson called it a neuromancer. I don't really I understand cyberspace. I understand the cyberpunk terminology, and he made up a lot of interesting words, but Neuromancer, and how it actually would fit into the cyberpunk cyberspace world, it doesn't really make as much sense. But then again, if you've read the books that he put out at the time in the mid 80s, they had a bunch of like made up jargon, right? Okay, side 2. Done and done. And also, welcome to the stream, Null Winter. Yeah, we are playing Neuromancer for the Commodore 64. Basically based on the William Gibson series of books that started the entire cyberpunk movement. This is also the first game published by Interplay, the Interplay Corporation. Of course, they created games before this. They developed games before this, like Wasteland and Bard's Tale, and those were all published by Electronic Arts. But this is the first game they actually published. This one in Battle Chess, I believe. So, oh, there goes the annoying music. The soundtrack for this was produced by Devo, which is really neat. A lot of interesting facts about this game, despite the fact that it's really a mediocre point-and-click adventure at most. So, yeah, it's a really mediocre point-and-click adventure, and I'm kind of strictly following a walkthrough. So, like, a lot of the stuff that I'm doing, you don't really get to see me going through and exploring a bunch of the stuff and finding out some of the information. Let's see. So, here I want to use the packs. Where am I here? Okay, yeah, packs. Let's see this. There we go. Side 1. All the disk swapping, dude. I wonder if this supports multiple drives. Somehow I doubt it. I guess I could try that real quick. Tell you what, why don't we do that real quick? Let me see if it supports multiple drives here. Let's see. Neuromancer, save 4. I hope your Friday's going well, Null Winter. Okay. Somehow I doubt it's going to support it. Actually, no, I'm not even going to bother trying. It's just going to kind of waste time. So let's go to the bulletin board system. And goddamn, the music in this game just kind of randomly popping up. Okay, new messages has been added since your last link up. Okay, so view messages. Wrapped up my latest 4 plot game, and I'm trying to figure out what to crack open next. Nice. Nice. So you're in that like indecisive portion of where you're trying to figure out what you're going to play next. That's like me my entire life. Okay, so we need to go to the Armitage one, right? It said there's new ones, so let me read some of the new ones. Ooh, new one for me. I love how these bulletin boards are just like public. Like anybody can read them. Like I can read anybody's messages, and they can read mine. Toothorn from Bosch. Sorry, I missed you at the loser when you picked up the cryptology chip. Cryptology? That's so weird. Instead of calling it cryptography or... Nice, nice. Lately, so I play games offline too. I don't play any games offline that I think would be good to play online, but I do have a list of about, and this is going to sound ridiculous, of about 40 games that I have, like, right now, 38, currently 38 in the category that I play offline, most of which I haven't actually been playing, but currently my offline games have been Pangia Fantasy Golf for the PSP. And I've been playing PSP games again because I got the PSP emulator working well. I've been playing through the Patapon games for the PSP, and then the Rengoku Tower of Purgatory game again. Those are the main games that I've been playing offline. Anything else? Anything else? Doesn't look like I'm playing any recent Windows games. I've been trying. Like for a while, I was playing through some War Sim, but that got kind of tiring. Mechanics got really repetitive. I tried Rings of Saturn again because they made an update to it, but again, the gameplay got really repetitive, and just kind of stopped with it and went back to my PSP games. So, yeah. Roll out the ports of Parasite's Eve. I'm pretty sure I have that one. Give me a sec. Parasite's I wonder if I even have those on my short list. Give me a second. Let me double check. Parasite's Eve is a horror game, isn't it? Let's see. Parasite's Eve 1 and 2. Those are PlayStation games, right? Or at least I have Parasite's Eve 1 and 2 for the Dreamcast. Or not the Dreamcast. The PlayStation. And then Shadow Tower. Well, all those games sound familiar. So I have Shadow Tower on the PlayStation, and then Shadow Tower Abyss with a translation on the PlayStation 2. Shadow Tower Abyss is Japan-only sequel from Software's Shadow Tower, Legends say. So translation of that would be a pretty neat one to play for this upcoming October. I'd have to play them outside of my normal play days, but and I do have them favorited, but I don't have them on my short list. Let me throw these into my dump list here so I can think about, because those would be a good one to possibly play for Halloweeny. And what was the other one? The other one was Nullwinter with the translation patches. I'll be honest, pretty much the bulk of the translations I found a full torrent off of archive.org that had pretty much most of the current translated ROMs all in one package for pretty much all consoles, which was really neat. I'm not sure if it's still in there, but that's where I found mine. And you said Shadow Tower, or not Shadow Tower. What was the other one? Parasite's Eve. Let me take a look at that one and pop it into because that'd be a good one to. The one that I was thinking about playing for Halloween is the Tecmo's Deception series. I'm not sure if you're familiar with it. Let's see. Add to dump list. I got too many games on my dump list. So the Tecmo's Deception series consists of Tecmo. Deception. Nope, I spelt that wrong. Consists of 4 games. I probably have them in my series, don't I? Oh, there they are. Okay. Got it. So 4 games. Tecmo's Deception for the PlayStation. Kagero Deception 2 for the PlayStation again. Deception 3 Dark Delusion for the PlayStation again. And then they even made a 4th one for the PlayStation 2 called Trapped, where they get all kind of waifu-y. Let's see. Sorry, catching up with the conversation here. Survival horror, PS1. They're on PS1 and 2. Primarily had PSP ports. PE1 was an RGB or RPG. Need to figure out how to run the translation patch. So was 2, but more action oriented. Very sad with how the series turned out. It has way more than 4. They made another 3 after that one. Which ones are you talking about, Nullwinter? The last couple comments? Way more than 4? Which series was that? Also, it's kind of quiet in here. Kagero Deception, did they make more than 4? I only have 4 listed. Give me a sec. Let me pull that up in Moby Games. Oh, hold on. Tecmo's Deception. Oh, that's why. That's why. So I don't have anything past PS2 era is why. If it's past PS2 era, then I won't have it. Oh, that's weird. Oh, they changed, Moby Games changed their series, thing. Weird. Yeah, you're right. They did have more. So Deception 4, Blood Ties, which I guess came after Trapped. Deception 4, Nightmare Princess. So they only had 2 more after that. 2014 and 2015. And those were PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and PS Vita, yeah. Unfortunately, after the PSP and PS2, I'm not going to have any of them because it's just a little too powerful for my machine to deal with. Dude, the series itself is genius. It kind of reminds me of Dungeon Keeper. In the idea of the game, which is very unique. You know, you don't have a lot of like Dungeon Keeper-esque style games like that. So yeah, so those were the Deception series was what I was planning on doing for October, and I was basically going to do like an extra day of streaming and just do a Halloween-y type game. But I'll take a look at those other 4 that you suggested. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do a lot of them. Even with the Deception series, I probably wouldn't get through very many of them. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was playing a game, wasn't I? Let's see. I did pause it, right? Oh, god damn it, I didn't pause it, did I? Suck. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's see. Sorry I missed you at the loser when I picked up the cryptology chip. Had to sell my pancreas at the body shop to raise some cash. Catch you next time. Maybe grid points? Shit, I just probably wasted a ton of days sitting here without pausing my game. Emperor Norton. Shiva at the Gentleman Loser. Oh, god damn it. Emperor Norton. Shiva at the Gentleman Loser has your Matrix Restaurant guest pass for you. So I need to go to Shiva and get my guest pass. All CFM. Are you angry about being locked out of cyberspace just because special equipment is required? Does it bug you that thousands of common workers have access to cyberspace every day? Why can't the general public have access to cyberspace information? We're angry too. Contact us for more information at link code FreeMatrix. The password for those who are non-members is CFM. Fight back and get what's coming to you. Okay. So, ooh, IRS. What is this? To all from the IRS. Got a problem with your taxes? Are the hourly tax law changes too hard to keep up with? Give us a call. We've set up a new tax information service that allows you, John Q. taxpayer, to ask us, the Internal Revenue Service, for answers to your difficult questions. The comlink number is IRS. That ought to be easy enough to remember. And the password is taxinfo. Remember, the last word in our name is service. Is it now? We needed the Armitage one, I believe. So, this one here. To all from Armitage. We're looking for a few good cowboys seeking adventure like Bunny. Like living on the razor's edge, good with cyberspace decks? Simply by answering this ad with your Bama ID number, you can earn instant money and learn about an exciting opportunity. So, Armitage. Let's exit here. Let's send a message. And to ARMITAGE, Armitage. And we are going to send our Bama ID, which is 056306 118. And press run stop to end. Send this message. Yes. Okay. View messages. More. So that should be it, right? Did I mess that up? Oh, there we go. All I had to do was log out and log back in. Thorn from Armitage. Thank you for your response to my ad. The amount of 10,000 credits has been deposited to your bank account. Please meet me, General Armitage, in the street directly outside the Matrix restaurant as soon as possible. And, of course, I probably don't want to meet him out in the street. I probably want to avoid him from now on. So let's go ahead and exit to main menu. Exit system. So, oh shit, actually, I need to use my bank account, right? So, access banking interlink. So, do I need to download those credits? Oh yeah, sure enough. So let's download these credits. 10000. Bonk. And now we have 28,000 credits. So let's figure out what we're supposed to be doing next here. Yeah, dude, I'd really love to do the Deception series. That one, I played a little bit of the first and second one, and it just looks really fun. It looks like my type of game, you know? Which, I don't know, a lot of console games, not as much so, but man, that one series really does look like my thing. Okay, let's steal a little bit more money. How about that? How about some more thieving? So let's go to our inventory. Let's use our trusty little UXB here. Operate. And we are going to use Comlink 6.0. Up. Side 4. Done and done. So we are going to go to Bozo Bank. What a weird name. Okay, Bank of Zurich, Orbital. Button or space bar to continue. Enter password. Oh, wait a second. Do I not know the password? Swapping disks faster and more often than a veteran cyber mage. Yeah, you know, what's really funny, too, is the books itself actually still refers to, like, floppy disks and stuff. And it's just kind of funny that, you know, that's just no longer a thing. And the idea that when William Gibson created a lot of this stuff, like, a few of the things that he didn't really estimate when he created it, because from what I understand, William Gibson got the idea for the whole cyberpunk thing when he was going through an airport and he saw somebody carrying around an Apple II. You know how they have those little handles on them and you can carry them around like it's a portable, despite the fact that the Apple IIs really weren't portable. And he saw somebody carrying it around and he gave him an idea for that stuff. And like in this game, for example, you still have to plug into stuff. And so he didn't estimate the death of the floppy disk and the fact that all data was going to be all memory storage based like it is today. And he didn't estimate the wireless systems, which was another interesting one because I used to play Shadowrun, and Shadowrun was one that eventually had to kind of retcon its stuff into a wireless system, because when the original Shadowrun was created, you would do the same thing that you did in the William Gibson novels, and you would jack in. and jacks just weren't a thing by the time, you know, those kind of that kind of technology would have come around, which was really interesting. Anyway, this Storm, the Game Design Lexicon, we are talking cyberpunk here, because we are playing Neuromancer for the Commodore 64, wonderful William Gibson book-based point-and-click RPG. Anyway, if you like our content here, make sure you give us a follow down below on Twitch, where I stream currently Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, noon p.m. till 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can hit the follow down there if you want to know when we're coming out with new or when we're going live, or if you hit subscribe and the alert button over on YouTube, you can tell when we're coming out with new videos, which is pretty much every day. Otherwise, we have social media platforms listed in our abouts. I'm going to take a short musical break, and I will be back with some more Neuromancer for the Commodore 64.